welcome to Asha and God, making Africa home again, one family at a time. Today, Kingsley and I will be having a reflection of things that have happened around us so far. We're going to talk about our experiences so far. We're going to talk about things we would have done better. So in hindsight, what could we have done if we had to do it again? Yes, and we'll talk to you about our journey so far. So Kingsley is here to tell us. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, hi guys. Yes, we're here doing our reflection. So Krista is going to be footing the questions. So go ahead. What's question number one?
Yes. So I was thinking, because sometimes you just stay quiet, you don't talk to anybody. Sometimes you have this deep reflection. I thought I would ask you. So Kingsley, the first question is, so far, what has been your greatest challenge regarding this building?
So many challenges. I think the greatest challenge, what's been the greatest challenge? I think the greatest challenge has been dealing with some of the artisans. Really, that's been my greatest challenge, for sure. Having some of them not communicate properly, or some of them not communicate at all, especially when they've done something wrong. And you call them forever and ever and they don't pick up their calls, and you're being delayed, and you want to move in at certain dates and stuff. I think that's dealing with the artisans is probably, I would say, been the toughest challenge to date.
Right, yeah. I know it could be very frustrating because I was just there observing everything. Now, regarding the way we chose our artisans, some were by recommendation and some we just thought they would be okay after you assess them. So do you think that if you had another chance to pick artisans, you would still pick them the way you did right there, or would you choose a different approach?
I think it'd probably be a mixture. I'll probably take the ones who I was happy with, and change the ones I was not happy with. I've already had some other recommendations from other people who, if I were to start again or do a different project, I would probably go with a different set of people, but just take the good ones that I found out. For example, I'll definitely use Nana again, who did our windows, for example. I'll just pick and choose based on the performance that we experienced.
Yes, I wanted to know, would you still go through the same method of your choosing method, or would you want to try?
I think in Ghana the only real method is recommendations, because you can't go on there's no website where you can go on, and like in the UK you can go on and find a trade and look at their reviews and stuff. That mechanism is not here in Ghana yet. So the only thing in Ghana really is to go through recommendations. Okay, maybe actually there is a site. Sometimes when you Google, you do find some numbers of some trades people on the websites, but there's no reviews. So it's difficult to just rely on them. So I think that in terms of the method of choosing artisans, it will still be recommendations, but this time I'll probably go to a different people or different sets of people for recommendations. That's probably what I'll do.
Yeah, guys, Kingsley said he'd like to still go via recommendation, but I would like to say that even though somebody has recommended somebody and who's done a great job for them, doesn't mean that the person will do the same. Do a great job for you. And obviously people have different expectations, don't they? Yeah, so yes, because there's some people that they were recommended to us because they feel that they've done something great for them. But when we question them, or when they did their job for us, we realized that there was still a lot for them to do, a lot for them to learn. They didn't even understand. Some just did it. They didn't even understand the science behind what they were doing, isn't it? They were just doing it. But if you do it this way, there could be a fault resulting from it. So it's more like cut and join and put something on the surface. So like Kingsley loves things that are very detailed. He likes somebody to understand what they're doing, like the science behind what they're doing. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and you like to ask people questions a lot, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the building business, the construction industry, electricals, whatever, you do need to go into the detail. If you want to get your heart's desire, obviously not everybody knows about the building, so therefore if you don't know about it, then you would rely solely on your builder or solely on the artisan, which is fine as well. I mean, people build houses that way as well, and You know, I'm sure that also has its pitfalls as well. When they say knowledge is power, so the more knowledge you have, the better it is. And since I'm already in the industry, that's my profession in construction. I like to go into the detail to make sure I get what I want, especially when it comes to the electrical systems.
Yeah. You're very detailed, and obviously that's your profession. So, yes. So I was going to ask regarding this land, this property, and everything. If we had more time in the UK and we had to do all over again, would you have still wanted to buy this land here in this area?
Oh, okay. That's an interesting one, because obviously we bought the land whilst we were still in the UK.
Yeah.
And you know, we were under various we bought it for various reasons, various factors, and I love the location. If I was to start again and we had more time, would I have bought the same location? I think we did everything in a rush, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did everything in a rush, so maybe we could have viewed even more areas, and I guess maybe with more options we may have chosen somewhere else. It's difficult to tell, but I'm happy with this choice. The location, I haven't got an issue with the location. The location is a good location. It's a prime location. There enough services around. It's a developing area, and I know it's up and coming. So I'm pretty happy with the location. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
and
that's good.
I guess there are some thoughts that I could have gone to somewhere like East Legon or somewhere that's more built up. But when I look at the prices now, you know, you got $100,000 just for the land. I know that I don't think I'll be able to afford that anyway, so I'm pretty much happy. If I were to start again, this is still at a good location, and I think I would have still chosen this location. Or even if I didn't choose this location, I would still choose a developing area rather than a fully developed area. You know, if I didn't choose this particular location, I would have chosen another area that is still developing, still this type of style. You know, I wouldn't have chosen an area that is completely sort of developed and going for extortionate prices like East Legon or something that is currently going for.
Guys, I must say that whenever you have an upcoming area, just bear it in mind that there will be dust, and that's what we're battling with here. So if you're asthmatic and you don't like dust, I don't know what you want to do, but just bear it in mind. There's going to be so much dust in the area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a bit of dust, because obviously whilst the main roads are tarmacked, the road leading to us isn't tarmacked or right in front of our house, so therefore there's a bit of dust. But even in the areas in East Legon, I mean, Ghana is dusty generally. Even in East Legon areas where the roads are tarred, there's still dust around. So you have to deal with dust in Ghana, period. You know, obviously a bit more dust because of the road in front of us. So yes.
Yeah. So Kingsley, I was gonna ask here, with what you've done here so far, like the building, because you've been very, very actively involved in this building, and with the people you've employed, the artisans, especially the electrical engineers, not electrical, the engineers.
Yeah, electricians, yeah.
Yeah, electricians.
Yeah.
Especially with the electricians. So my question to you right now is, obviously you've seen the way they work, and you've been freaked out so many times with their work approach and things they do.
Yeah.
So my question is there anything you'd like to change about the electrical installation system in Ghana?
Oh, yeah, quite a few things. The training of the electricians is one thing. You know, the training. I know they have the CEWP, which is Certified Electrical Wiring Professional here in Ghana. They do have the training. I think there needs to be improvement in that training, but also, and this goes beyond just the electrical guys, there needs to be accountability. There needs to be accountability, like in I don't want to always compare to outside, but where we came from, there's accountability. Somebody comes to do an electrical work in your home, he has insurance. Yeah, in the UK, for example, the electricians have insurance. They have, you know, professional indemnity insurance. They have liability insurance. If they do anything wrong, you can claim on their insurance. You know, when they work, the council will inspect. You know, so they are under pressure, or they are accountable to somebody or to a body. Whereas here, there is no accountability. You know, somebody can, like for example, in my uncle's home, a third of his home doesn't have power sometimes. And that's because the electrician did a rubbish job. maybe you use the wrong size cable or whatever it is, and my uncle has to live with that for the rest of his life, or for as long as he stays in that property, which is annoying and sad, because he would have paid the same amount of money to pay for any other competent electrician to do. But again, here there's no accountability. He has no recourse, no way to claim on any insurance to rectify that situation. And that's what I don't like. I don't like the lack of accountability. And that's not just the electricians, that's across the board. So I'll definitely look to change that if I could. And then obviously look for the younger electricians who are more hungry to learn their trade properly, rather than just learning from a master without learning the practical side of things, without learning the theory behind it. Because you need the theory behind it to understand the design and to understand why you can do certain different things, and not just stick to the rules of thumb that you've learned over the years. So I would do more training, especially training the youth, to incorporate what I've learned from overseas. And also, if there's a way to improve the accountability, that would be fantastic, not just for myself, for many other people who are building their homes also.
Okay, that's brilliant. So when you're saying train, that means are you thinking of a consultancy kind of thing or not?
No, I'm thinking a consultancy or a training school as such. Yeah.
That you're gonna set up.
If I'm not saying I'm going to do that yet. I'm saying I think you asked the question, if there's something different I could change or do to improve the system, what would I do?
You say you're gonna teach. Help them learn.
Yeah. Yes.
That's like you're gonna be in charge of teaching them to learn something.
If that is something that could improve the system, yes, then that is something that could be done to improve the system. Yes.
Something you would likely take on board.
Possibly. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that in terms of my time commitments and my other commitments. I'm not sure that's something that I'll be able to do. But you asked me a question, what could I do to improve the system? That's something that I could do. But whether I'm going to do it or not is a different question, because I've got loads of other ambitions and commitments that may or may not permit me to do that. But I can always guide other people.
Yeah, that's fine.
What would you say has been the challenge or the challenges of the relocation so far? I mean, we're about how many months in now? June, July, August, September, October, November. About 9 months in. So what has been the challenge of the relocation so far?
Yeah, for me, basically, because I've been someone that's very busy. Yeah, I've got to be patient. I've got to wait for things to set up. For our property to come to a good place where we can move our stuffs in. Because I got apart from the fact that I'm a dental nurse, I'm not prepared to work in any dentistry here. The mindset was to come here and
employ others, build up my business, which I already started in the UK. But because, as we say, we are living in boxes at the moment, I'm not able to get my machines up and running. So that kind of, because I live to create things, I love to do stuff like that. So that kind of downs my spirit sometimes. So I just have to wait and hope that the building comes to a point where we can move in. Other than that, I keep myself busy by studying and doing my CPDs and my garden, planting stuff, and generally staying happy and positive and studying as well. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. In terms of the relocation, was it hard work in terms of the actual relocation when you're in the UK and getting all your stuff over here? Can you describe that process? Any tips? Was it hard work, and any tips for other people looking to do something similar?
It was hard work in the sense that all the packing that needed to be done, but where the hard work was mostly thinking. Coming to the conclusion, or coming to the mindset that you have to relocate, especially when you've started your life, everything, you got everything set up for you in the UK, working and all that. So thinking about relocating, giving up everything you have over there was quite a bit of a toucher for me, that I would say. Yes, I think that was a bit that really hurt me badly. But knowing that we're coming for greater goods or
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got some other personal reasons that
Yes.
personal reasons that we came
reasons,
over
yeah,
here,
came over
and that
here.
that's that's not for public consumption. So
Yeah.
I mean that was those particular personal reasons come with
Yeah.
with the sacrifice that you've made.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yes, yeah, that really made me look forward to it as well. But and then again, there's this fear of you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know. Well, yeah, here we are. We're together. The Most High is with us, and it's not bad at all. It's good. It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. So for me, I think the relocation has been a challenge as well. Been a challenge career-wise, because obviously my job involves going to site as well as sitting in the office. Let's say 10 to 20% going to site. So I've missed that aspect of it. But I guess the world of COVID has forced us all to work from home. So that's probably been not too difficult to get used to. I've lived in Ghana before for a good 8 years in my teenage years, so that helped definitely. And I thank my mum, God rest her soul, for bringing us to Ghana in that period, because I guess this in my adult life is where I'm reaping the benefits of that decision. Obviously, financially, relocation does put a hole in your pocket. For example, it's the cost of relocation, or what I say, the cost of relocation was to us in terms of obviously moving all our items in the 40-foot container. And if you haven't watched those videos, part 1, click up here, okay? And then if you haven't watched part two, click up here, which talks all about how we moved our items from the UK to Ghana. That cost about £8,500, which in city terms is about 70,000 cedis, about 12 or 13,000 pounds. A 40-foot container door to door, UK to Ghana. That was a significant amount of money. And when we came, we lived in a hotel for about 4 to 6 weeks, and obviously the flight tickets as well. So I think all in all, our cost of relocation, temporary accommodation in a hotel, and the flights, all in all, would be a grand total of about, let's say, £11,500. So that's a significant amount of money. But I'm happy that we made that decision, and it's been good. It's been good. It's a big move, and we thought about it, all the pros and cons, and we decided to go for it. So I'm happy.
So guys, thank you for watching. We hope you've learned a thing or two from our own experiences. It's not been that easy, but we stuck together, and obviously we have a vision. We've had a vision and we worked on it. And so far so good. Obviously you've got nothing to regret, have you?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm happy with this move. One other advantage is that there are more entrepreneurial ventures and possibilities here in Africa.
Yes.
And we've got ideas coming into our head all the time. And we're looking forward to executing those ideas. There's a couple of things that we're working on in the background, which we'll bring to the forefront when the time is right to do so. So yeah, all in all, happy with this move. I never thought I would construct my own home, even though I work in construction. As in the beginning, my plan in terms of the relocation was simply just to buy a house that was already built. It was my wife Crystal and my uncle who influenced me to build rather than to buy a ready-made house. So it's been an experience, and I'm grateful for it.
Thank you for listening to it. Goes both ways.
Exactly.
So guys, thank you. Keep those questions coming.
Yeah.
Keep giving us occupied. We love what we're doing, and we hope we're blessing you one way or the other. So thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit it right
Hit that
now.
bell. Yes,
okay?
that's right.
Yes, thank you so much. And from us,
Well, from you,
okay, from me is Kemesia.
guys, Ibeshia. See you next time.